I'm Denise Freestone. I was nominated for playing in August of Osage County, Violet Weston, in OpenStage Theatre and Company's production. Angels in America, I played the role of Hannah. And in part 2, Perestroika, in the first 10 minutes, I played the world's oldest living Bolshevik, changed immediately into Hannah Pitt, changed immediately into Ethel Rosenberg, and then went right into being Roy Cohn's WASP male doctor. What a challenge, and absolutely an incredible show to be able to be in. I played Professor Vivian Baring in Wit, and I've had many incredible costumes over the years, but this is probably one of the most memorable because I wore 2 hospital gowns back to back, and then at the end of the show I was naked. So it was the simplest costumes I ever had, but maybe not the most extravagant. I had to sing on stage. Now, I grew up singing, I sang all the way through school, but I had never sung solo in front of an audience. The director had changed Jacques Brel into this incredible piece where everything was choreographed. It was sort of a period piece, and I got to dance and I got to act. I was the master of ceremonies, but the singing terrified me, and I was always sure that I was going to throw up before I went on stage. Penelope Sycamore in You Can't Take It With You. For OpenStage Theater's 25th anniversary season, my husband and I, who started the company, played the husband and wife. Our 2 daughters, who were the appropriate age, played our 2 daughters. Our oldest daughter, who played the male, our oldest daughter, who played the primary female, was engaged. Her fiance was her husband, who she had met at OpenStage Theatre. It was a very large cast. Everybody in the cast was very close to all of us, and it was an incredible delight. Our new grandson, 4 months old, always came out for curtain call, and we would just hand him down the row of 20 people. It was very incredible. Perfect. No question at all. This says noises awfully, but it's really noises off. But it was awfully funny. I got to play Dottie. Incredible show. Anyone who knows that, it's the definitive farce of all times. And to be able to play with sardines, roll on the floor, pratfalls, running around with people that I absolutely loved, and the audience loved it. Incredibly wonderful experience. Last night of Ballyhoo, Boo Levy, very bossy woman. What else can be said? This was a hard one. I don't usually get cast in sexy roles. Doesn't mean I'm not sexy. But Lady M in the Scottish play, got to really go to town with her. Had some very erotic scenes with my sire. So I guess it's just the bad girl for me. Amanda in The Glass Menagerie. Incredible play, and honored to do this role from Tennessee Williams. And very poetic. She wasn't like me, but also Tennessee Williams' syntax was completely foreign to me, and I think it was one of the hardest roles I've ever had to memorize, to just get the flow of her language correct. She was wonderful, but she was a little foreign to me. I feel like any role is right if you delve deep enough into it, but this is the only role that I put up from when I acted in high school. I was the Pied Piper of Hamelin. Obviously, wasn't a young man. I was a young woman. At the end of the show, this little 5-year-old boy came backstage to meet the Pied Piper, and when he found out I was a girl, he burst into tears. felt really bad. I began performing as Emily Dickinson in the Belle of Amherst in 1980. I had the privilege of performing her for 22 years, not only in several reprisals in Fort Collins, but also around the state with the Colorado Endowment Chautauqua program in schools and communities. Such a poetic, free soul, lived in her inner world. The magic was beautiful. My family loves this role. I love this role. And she'll just always be in my heart. I think one of her lines, of course I can't remember it as soon as I'm supposed to. I find ecstasy in living. The mere sense of living is joy enough. Take all away from me, but leave me ecstasy.